must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency.
City walls and steer watchers to catch you.
You really won't feel it.
Nothing. Don't hold back.
Brace yourself.
Madam, you catch the barest tendrils of magic coiled.
Yes, the blushing mermaid down by the docks. I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
Someone or something has tampered with her memory.
What were we discussing?
What is happening? I feel like I'm going mad.
Nonsense, I'm fine. Madam, tell me why you're here, and I will assist.
Can you help me? I've no family. I'm so afraid. I'm so tired. I've been looking night and day. Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old and has red hair. Like me. No. Unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. Of course. The front of house. Thank you.
This corpse has been desecrated, displayed. Circus clothes. What land for Dribbles the Clown?
All the Talons, away!
Hillsong Tavern. I wonder if my is still there. They could be of use to.
Hold on, citizen. This is a...
Stelling's parlor. A place to receive clients and appointments. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Oh, bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. To fetch her another bottle of me. Yes. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stout. Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man. Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne. A dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, That was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. God save us all if you're right. But I believe it. Whoever it is, they're intimately familiar with Saravok's work. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reverence to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. But you... I bet if you follow the trail of these murders... Believe me, I wish I could, but I... There are patriarchs on the murder target list. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them? Thank you. That's all I can ask. Once I'm done with the page, meet me there if you've anything more to report.
Getting close. The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks.
Bloodied ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry.
Action, not reaction. What's that? Strange bottle. Even stranger smell.
At least things have
How's your
stayed
shift going?
interesting.
Good.
Oh, shit-pilling toe-rag! Never summon shovel, never feed shovel, now call shovel! Huh? Who are you? Oh, nice to meet you, dickhead. Last nippled meat slab called me shovel. Don't like it? Change it. Basket. I like. Baskets hold babies. My favorite. So you're Basket's master now. Fine. I like gutting, killing, tearing, smearing, and dancing on dead kiddies. Master wants me to cut up piggies. Only a magical shite can call me. Grab one and I'll teach him the spell. It's nasty, like me. Basket is bored. Basket wants to murderize. Oh! Basket is bored. Yes, like... Basket is bored. Oh!
Get Yankee. Blackett has found us. Get rid of them, quickly.
We will be ready.
We must have evidence of that.
See what you're hiding. What's that?
My old home. Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll find some of my things still intact. Perhaps even useful to you.
Mind flayers are our quarry. We have filled libraries with our knowledge of how to hunt them down. We tracked it from the moment the astral prism fell into its claws. And now that we have found it, we will reclaim the astral prism, purge it of the illithid interloper, and restore it to its rightful owner.
What are you doing?
My dear, I will liberate you from your puppet master, Chamazala Blakith!
Another fight. Let's go. No choice but to keep going.
Death.
I won't give in. Light on my feet.
I will ascend.
Taking position.
my hand. Very well.
Swift and lethal. No time to waste.
Blackhead is relentless. You handled it well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon. A keepsake from my final voyage, pinched in a moment of sentimentality. My old wardrobe, the home of all my disguises. We are what we appear to be, and so appearances matter.
That's curious.
My cutlery set, a gift from my mother. The butter knife is missing. There she is, in all her glory. Μ, my old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me. She's beautiful, isn't she? I always thought Berlin the most regal of all women. The recipe for fiddleheads, the chains I used to buy my meals. Villains and lawbreakers. You see, I tried to exercise morality, but I couldn't.
No. You need to leave. You put us... You wouldn't say that. She snapped... How long has it been? She left. Look, you can't fight her. She's too strong. Turn... a few choice cuts and sweet meats.
Look at it. Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you. Nothing. I will not slide. The murder lord demands a better offering. Kethric's... You must be sharpened before you set your edge against mine. Against the type...
How I...
Orin, accept, and you must kill Gord. That you need. There is. Do not under. But listen. Bring me his stone.
Why, hello there.
They do.
Ah, Mrs. Hybrid.
Call me Cora.
The wine scent is almost sickly sweet, with an acrid note just on the periphery.
No. It was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I will peel it from...
tall.
Nothing will stand in my way.
He's gotten away.
I still can't believe. I just hope the children are safe.
Just as I expected.
Don't mind me.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Bit of caution.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Every breath, a purpose.
No one's stopped me yet. I have such a headache. That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Action, reaction. Victory awaits.
Let's see.
This altar isn't dedicated to a single god, but instead acts as a conduit to many. Your god is one of many, and in this place you sense a spark of its mighty divine flame. It reads, "Show your devotion with an offering in your god's name. Blessings may follow." The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion.
Don't want to draw any attention. Just out of view.
the city. Trafficking refuge. The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the Fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over. Shall I add lying cretin to your The headlines are loaded in now. Guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving.
Sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
Fina, Cirrus, arbiters for the hells, exemplars of justice.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. Yet no contract is ended without sacrifice, Will. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact, and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
damned wretch. Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazura's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I have to believe that. I'm not the hell's puppet in life. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop. We obtained the final 2 netherstone. Go on then. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8. A stroke victim.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. Not a tragedy. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. It said that anyone who bathes in the... Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable... I can't tell if you're being silly or serious. The people will see a curiosity. Maybe even a beast hung... I think that unknowable... I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. Yes. Still, if the tadpole must be my curse, then let the powers it grants me be the Sword Coast's blessing. Yes, I'm not about to make such a sacrifice. Not now, not ever. The coast is ever my priority. Very well. I will have...
Will sacrificed his own father.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How are you?
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. I beg your forgiveness for such undue impertinence. From now on, I promise him the same measure of respect he's shown his father. Oh, I almost forgot. Will sold his father's life for his freedom. My mistake. Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise, and you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all. Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble. Well, don't be too pro. I would have done the same thing in his shoes. But what do I? Why? I'm supplying Will with... I tell you what. When the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
The devil Mizora's made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. At the garments, we spoke of my I have no more secrets for me. I have learned to adapt my methods to yours. The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain, but few would trust a mind. I studied you. Your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align that you are complex and full of contradiction. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and what I didn't anticipate, you don't like to be coddled, cajoled. You saw straight to the core of what really mattered. As did I. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper. You know, this might be our last chance to Is that something you...
The back of your mind warms with a rush of feeling. The Emperor's feeling. Heat, care, arousal. You feel its breath merging into yours. Cold, smelling faintly of vanilla and garlic. Its breathing quickens as you pull in close to its face. Its excitement palpable. You pause a moment as a thought occurs to you. Where a memory stirs, diagrams in a book you read long ago. The Mind Flayer's mouth is underneath the tentacles.
I can make this easier for you if you like. My other form might be more familiar for you to navigate.
Everything you ever dreamt of and more. The single greatest experience of your life.
Sorry. You didn't leave me much energy to spare to maintain appearances.
It seems the tadpole allowed you to share more than you would have liked with your companions.
I said I'd protect you from the absolute, not each other. And I was distracted. Don't worry. I'll make sure they don't remember a thing. Come. It's time to get dressed. We have work to do. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. We must stop it while we still can, before we too